You like to believe that you're in control, that every thought you think, every decision you make, and every action you take is the result of careful choice. But the truth is far more unsettling. Long before you consciously decide to act, your brain has already made the choice for you. It predicts, it filters, it reacts, it edits reality, all in silence. Every second of your life, your brain runs thousands of invisible shortcuts designed for one purpose: to keep you alive, even if that means lying to you, ignoring information, or forcing your body to act without permission. You don't experience the world as it truly is. You experience the version your brain believes is safest, fastest, and most efficient. And once you understand these hidden systems, you start to realize something shocking. You are not as free as you think, but you are far more fascinating than you ever imagined. These are 40 brain tricks that control what you do, starting with the most powerful survival hacks buried deep inside your nervous system. You feel like decisions happen in the moment, but neuroscience shows something disturbing. Your brain begins preparing actions seconds before you become aware of deciding. Electrical activity builds silently in the brain before you consciously choose to move, speak, or act. By the time you feel in control, the decision is already underway. Conscious thought doesn't initiate most actions, it approves them. This delay exists because thinking is slow, and survival cannot afford hesitation. So your brain acts first, then lets awareness catch up. Free will feels real, but it's often just the story your brain tells you after the fact. Your brain doesn't wait for the world to happen, it predicts it. Based on past experiences, patterns, and expectations, your brain constantly creates a forecast of what it believes will happen next. Incoming sensory information is compared against this prediction. When reality matches the forecast, your brain does almost no processing at all, saving enormous energy. You don't see the world, you see your brain's prediction of the world. This is why expectations shape perception, why surprises feel intense, and why the brain prefers familiarity, even when it's wrong. Reality is not experienced. It is guessed, then corrected. Right now, your senses are collecting vastly more information than your mind can handle. Every sound, smell, movement, sensation, and visual detail floods your nervous system. But you only notice a tiny fraction of it. Your brain automatically deletes the rest. This filtering system keeps you functional, focused, and sane. Without it, the world would feel overwhelming and chaotic. But it also means something unsettling. You are unaware of most of what surrounds you. Your attention is not open. It is controlled, constantly scanning for danger, relevance, and reward. You don't see reality as it is. You see what your brain decides is worth noticing. When something happens, emotion always arrives first. Fear, excitement, anger, or pleasure activate milliseconds before rational thought begins. This gives you a head start in dangerous or important situations. Logic often comes later, not to decide, but to justify. That's why people defend decisions they already made emotionally. The reasoning feels intentional, but the impulse came first. Your brain evolved this way because thinking is slow, emotion is fast, and survival demands speed. You feel logical, but emotion holds the steering wheel. Pain feels unavoidable until it isn't. In moments of extreme danger, your brain releases powerful chemicals like adrenaline and endorphins. These substances block pain signals, sometimes completely. This is why people can run on broken bones, fight through severe injuries, or feel no pain until after an accident. Pain is not removed, it is delayed. Your brain decides when pain matters and when survival matters more. Only once you're safe does the sensation return, reminding you of what your body endured while you weren't paying attention. When you touch something hot, you don't think, you react. That's because reflexes don't ask your brain for permission. The signal travels from your skin to the spinal cord, triggering muscle movement instantly. The brain processes what happened after your hand has already moved. This shortcut saves critical time. Thinking would be too slow. Reflexes exist because hesitation can be fatal. Your body protects you first. Understanding comes later. When danger appears, your brain shifts control instantly. Adrenaline floods your system, heart rate increases, breathing accelerates, muscles receive priority energy. At the same time, non-essential systems slow down. Digestion, creativity, long-term thinking. This is known as fight or flight, and it turns you into a short-term survival machine. You become faster, stronger, more focused, but also narrower in thinking. Your brain doesn't care about comfort or logic in these moments. It only cares about one thing: getting you through the next few seconds alive. Memory feels like a recording, but it isn't. Every time you remember something, your brain does not replay it. It rebuilds it. Details are reconstructed, emotions are reattached, and gaps are quietly filled in. Then the memory is stored again, slightly changed. This means recalling an event actually alters it. Over time, memories drift away from reality and toward what feels emotionally meaningful. Confidence grows, even as accuracy fades. Your brain values usefulness over truth. Your brain hates gaps. When information is incomplete, it doesn't wait for clarification. It fills in the blanks automatically. That's why you can read words with missing letters, recognize faces in shadows, or assume meaning where none was stated. This shortcut keeps life moving smoothly, but it also fuels misunderstandings, assumptions, and false conclusions. What feels obvious is often just your brain guessing fast. Sometimes the brain doesn't just edit memories, it invents them. Under stress, suggestion, or repetition, the brain can form vivid memories of events that never happened, complete with emotion and detail. Once created, these memories feel just as real as true ones. The brain prefers a coherent story over an accurate one. If it fits who you think you are, it may stay, even if it's wrong. Emotion acts like a spotlight. Events linked to fear, joy, embarrassment, or pain are stored more deeply than neutral ones. This helps you learn what to avoid and what to repeat, but it also distorts importance. Emotionally intense memories feel more significant than they truly are, and your brain treats them that way. Strong feelings don't guarantee truth, they guarantee impact. Thinking takes energy. To save it, your brain automates repeated behaviors. Once something becomes familiar, it gets handed off to habit systems. Walking, driving, checking your phone. Habits run quietly in the background, freeing mental energy for new problems. The brain doesn't care if a habit is good or bad, only if it's efficient. You feel in control, but most of your actions never pass through conscious thought. Posture, tone of voice, facial expressions, routine decisions, all handled automatically. Conscious awareness steps in only when something is new, complex, or dangerous. You're not losing control, you're conserving it. Uncertainty triggers discomfort. To escape it, your brain jumps to conclusions, even when information is incomplete or unclear. Knowing something feels safer than knowing nothing. This is why people cling to assumptions, stereotypes, and overconfidence. The brain doesn't chase truth, it chases certainty. Pain leaves a stronger imprint than pleasure. From an evolutionary standpoint, avoiding danger mattered more than chasing reward. One mistake could be fatal. As a result, negative experiences weigh heavier than positive ones. A single bad moment can outweigh many good ones. Your brain isn't pessimistic, it's protective. Multitasking feels real. It isn't. Your brain switches rapidly between tasks instead of doing them at the same time. Each switch costs time and energy. This creates fatigue, mistakes, and shallow thinking, even though it feels productive. Attention is limited. Splitting it weakens everything. Your brain is wired to notice new things. Sudden sounds, flashing visuals, notifications, and scrolling feeds all trigger the brain's alert system. Novelty once signaled opportunity or danger. Today, it hijacks focus. Your attention isn't weak. It's being targeted. Dopamine isn't the pleasure chemical. It's the anticipation chemical. Your brain releases dopamine while expecting a reward, not when receiving it. That's why scrolling, gambling, and endless searching feel addictive. The chase is stronger than the prize. Fulfillment rarely matches expectation, and the brain keeps chasing anyway. Change requires energy, so your brain resists it. Even positive change feels uncomfortable because familiar patterns are predictable and safe. This is why habits are hard to break and routines feel comforting. The brain values stability, even when it limits growth. The brain doesn't just control the body influences the brain. Posture affects confidence. Breathing alters stress. Facial expressions shape emotion. You don't just feel emotions, you physically create them. The mind and body are a loop, not a hierarchy. Your emotions don't come only from your brain. Deep inside your digestive system, millions of neurons and chemical messengers are constantly communicating with your mind. In fact, a large portion of serotonin, a key mood-regulating neurotransmitter, is produced in the gut, not the brain. This is why stress can upset your stomach, and digestive problems can affect your emotions. Anxiety, low mood, and irritability are often tied to gut health. Your brain listens closely to what your gut is saying, whether you realize it or not. Your digestive system has its own independent nervous system called the enteric nervous system. It contains millions of neurons and can function without direct instructions from the brain. It controls digestion, enzyme release, and muscle movement automatically. The second brain constantly exchanges information with your head brain, influencing mood, focus, and decision-making. You don't just think with your head. Part of your thinking happens below your ribs. When danger appears, your brain doesn't debate. Stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol immediately activate survival mode. Blood flow shifts toward muscles, heart rate increases, and focus narrows. At the same time, the brain regions responsible for logic, creativity, and long-term planning become less active. You don't lose intelligence under stress. Your brain simply prioritizes survival over reasoning. Your brain is not fixed. Through a process called neuroplasticity, neural connections strengthen, weaken, or reorganize based on how you think, learn, and behave. Every habit, skill, and repeated thought physically reshapes your brain. Learning something new literally changes its structure. You are not stuck with the brain you were born with. You are continuously building a new one. Sleep is not passive rest. While you sleep, your brain activates a cleaning system that flushes out waste products accumulated during the day. This includes substances linked to memory loss and cognitive decline. At the same time, important neural connections are strengthened and unnecessary ones are weakened. Without enough sleep, mental clutter builds up. Sleep is maintenance, not laziness. Deep sleep is when repair happens. Cell regeneration, tissue growth, immune strengthening, and hormone release all peak while you sleep. Injuries heal more efficiently, and your immune system becomes stronger. Skipping sleep doesn't just make you tired, it slows recovery at every level. Your body does its most important work when you're unconscious. Dreaming isn't random. During dreams, the brain processes emotional experiences and organizes information collected throughout the day. It simulates situations, tests reactions, and reduces emotional intensity. This helps regulate stress and reinforce learning. You're not escaping reality when you dream. You're processing it. Yawning isn't just a sign of boredom or tiredness. It increases blood flow to the brain and draws in cooler air, helping regulate brain temperature. A cooler brain functions more efficiently and stays alert longer. Yawning often appears during mental transitions, waking up, losing focus, or shifting attention. It's a biological reset button. Self-control is not infinite. When you're tired, hungry, or mentally drained, the brain reduces effort. Impulses become stronger, patience weakens, and decisions turn emotional. This is why late-night choices are often worse than morning ones. Willpower doesn't disappear, energy does. Your brain doesn't analyze every decision carefully. It relies on mental shortcuts, called heuristics, to make fast judgments with minimal effort. These shortcuts are efficient but imperfect. They save time and energy, but they also create bias and error. Your brain isn't designed to be correct. It's designed to be fast enough to survive. Humans are wired to be social. Your brain constantly monitors faces, tone, body language, and group reactions. Approval releases reward chemicals. Rejection activates pain centers similar to physical injury. Being watched changes behavior instantly. Being accepted feels essential. Your brain still believes survival depends on the group, because once it did. When you see someone smile, frown, or panic, your brain partially copies that state. This happens through mirror neurons, which allow you to feel what others feel without thinking about it. Empathy, emotional contagion, and mood shifts all come from this system. You don't just observe emotions, you absorb them. Under stress, your brain enters tunnel vision. Focus tightens. Creativity drops. Long-term thinking fades. The brain prioritizes immediate threats over abstract ideas. This helped ancestors survive danger, but today it can limit problem solving. Stress doesn't make you weaker, it makes you narrower. Your brain evolved for quick decisions. A fast answer was often better than a perfect one. Hesitation could mean death. Even today, your brain favors speed, making snap judgments and correcting later if needed. Mistakes are acceptable, delay is not. Your identity feels solid, but it's a narrative. Your brain weaves memories, beliefs, and emotions into a story that explains who you are. This story changes over time, even though it feels consistent. You are not a fixed object. You are an ongoing explanation. Your brain doesn't just process information, it protects who you believe you are. When new information challenges your beliefs, values, or self-image, the brain experiences discomfort. To reduce that discomfort, it automatically filters, reshapes, or rejects the information altogether. Facts that align with your identity feel right. Facts that threaten it feel wrong, even before you think about them. This isn't arrogance or denial. It's your brain trying to maintain psychological stability. Changing your mind often feels like losing a part of yourself, and your brain resists that loss. Your brain equates familiarity with truth. When you hear the same idea again and again, it starts to feel more accurate, more reliable, and more believable, even if no evidence supports it. This is why slogans stick, rumors spread, and repeated opinions become accepted facts. The brain assumes that information encountered frequently must be important, otherwise it wouldn't keep appearing. Familiarity creates comfort. Comfort creates belief, and belief does not require truth. The brain is one of the most energy-hungry organs in your body. To survive, it minimizes effort wherever possible. It automates routines, simplifies decisions, and relies on shortcuts instead of deep analysis. Thinking deeply feels tiring because it literally is. This is why habits are powerful, routines feel safe, and change feels uncomfortable. Your brain isn't being lazy, it's being efficient. Energy saved today increases the chance of survival tomorrow. Even when life feels repetitive, change is happening. Neural connections strengthen and weaken. Cells die and are replaced. Experiences reshape perception. You are not the same person you were a year ago. Even if your name, memories, and routines feel familiar. Your sense of stability comes from continuity, not sameness. The self is not fixed. It's a moving process. Your brain did not evolve to make you happy. It evolved to keep you alive. Every emotion, habit, shortcut, and reaction exists because it once increased the chances of survival. Fear, anxiety, comfort-seeking, and bias all served a purpose. Happiness is optional. Efficiency is essential. Understanding this changes how you see yourself. Your brain is not broken. It's doing exactly what it was designed to do. Your brain is not designed to show you the truth. It's designed to keep you functioning in an unpredictable world. It edits reality, rewrites memory, shortcuts logic, and shapes emotion, all in the background without asking permission. These brain tricks are not flaws. They are survival tools. Understanding them doesn't mean escaping them, but it does mean noticing when they are in control. And once you notice, you begin to choose differently. If you found this fascinating, stay curious, because your brain is doing far more than you ever realize. Thank you for watching.